Hello and welcome back to our Blyth Spartans series, kicking off season number 6 here, our third season in League 1. Third time lucky, we have to be getting out of this league and getting promotion to the championship this year. We improved last year, got into the playoffs, so this year we're looking to progress even more. We want to get automatic promotion and go for that title. Get one step closer to the promised land of the Premier League. So, first thing is first, we're going to go over the transfer news, starting with players that have joined the club. We only have 3 new players at the moment, but of course we're still working on deals in the background. We'll start off with a youngster. This is Martin Poom. He is an 18-year-old central midfielder who was released by Man City. He already has 6 senior appearances for the national team of Estonia. And at the moment, he is in line for some rotation this year, unless we get another central midfielder into the team. But he has a ton of potential, and I'm keen to see how he gets on here. And next up, I'm about to butcher his name. It is Natazana Miyombe. Yeah, he is a 23-year-old right-sided winger, can also play striker. But I am excited to see what he can also do. He is going to be challenging Oscar Bob, and at the moment, challenging Fijeri for the striker spot as well. Another national team player, 16 appearances for the senior Zambia national team. We picked him up after he was released by Cardiff. Looks like he could be a decent little player. He's definitely an upgrade on Kyle McAllister, but we got him on just a 1-year contract, so not a big risk either way. We can always sign him up for more if he does well for us. And then lastly, we have Michael Ledger, 28-year-old center back. Picked him up to be a backup and rotation center back. And I don't know how he is rated at just 2.5 stars. He looks like a solid center back. He has good attributes in all the right places for the most part. A little bit low on some of the mentals, concentration, and anticipation. A little lower than I would have hoped. But a solid backup center back joining us from Wickham. Now, players that have left the club, we have sold 2 players in the offseason. First up is that young left back that I signed from the Wonder Kid top 50 list. We got him on a free transfer. We sold him for 35, 23. Okay, a little lower than I thought, but we got money out of him. He wasn't able to get a work permit, so we cut our ties. We also have a sell-on clause, so a little bit more money could be coming our way as well. But he goes back to Spain and joins a non-playable team, Escobedo, where he should be getting a lot of playing time, where hopefully someone will come in and buy him. And then we also sold Paul Dredge for $40,000 to Portsmouth. He made 1 appearance last year. Then we sent him out on loan. Just didn't seem like he was going to really fit our system too much. So we sold him and also inserted a sell-on clause in that as well. Then players that we did not renew their contracts, got quite a few of them. And we'll start off Ewan Pollock. He made 35 appearances, got 12 goals for us. Didn't quite develop as much as I was hoping for. Went out on loan a couple times as well. I would be very surprised if he doesn't get picked up. He already has an interested club, Dagenham and Redbridge. If he goes down into the National League, he will absolutely tear it up for someone. Gabriel Capani wasn't interested in signing a new contract, so he was released. Made 54 appearances, got 8 goals. He was very hot and cold. He'd either come in, tear it up, or he would come in and stink it up. Wasn't really anything in between. If he joined when he was a little bit younger, I think he could have developed into a very, very good player, but he was with Milan. He didn't get a lot of playing time until he joined us, so he missed out on a lot of development. But let's see, he's wanted by a couple Italian clubs. I think he would be a good Serie B or C team winger, but what's holding him back is definitely his physicals. 5 stamina is not good, and really it's not going to improve too much more. Could see it going up by a couple, but he's never going to be a high working player out there on the field. 5 stamina and 5 work rate, not the best. Also released Kyle McAllister. He made 46 appearances, got 9 goals. And yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Kyle. I thought he was going to be a bigger impact player than what he was. I think if we played him down the middle in the attacking midfield role, he probably would have been a bit better. But we already had Serjan and Luke Kundal in the middle, so we pretty much always played him out on that right side. But he did come up with a few key goals along the way. No one is currently interested in him, but I hope he gets picked up by a team. Could go back to Scotland, play in the second tier. I think he would be a very good attacking midfielder up there in Scotland. No one else really to go over that we released other than Jonathan Bevin. One of our first academy players that featured in the team. He made 32 appearances, got 2 goals, but he never really developed that much. Most of these attributes are just 1 or 2 higher than what they were. And we even sent him out on loan a couple times to aid his development. But I just wasn't seeing enough to offer him a new contract. He's already been picked up by Stalybridge. Are they in the National League? They're not. They're still below the National League system, so they're in an unplayable league. But yeah, he's going to be a star player for him. He's going to get a lot of playing time. So he only has a 1-year contract with them as well. Does well there, he could get picked up by a National League North or South team. Could even go to Wales, where he was on loan last year and made 16 appearances. But yeah, those are all the players to go over. Liam Garside did make 5 appearances for the first team as well, but didn't really feature much. But he also joins Bevin at Stalybridge. So Stalybridge putting together a nice little team there. Could go for promotion and get promoted up to the National League, North or South. Preseason was very, very good. Won every game except a draw against Newcastle and a loss against Wolves. Newcastle are a Premier League side. Wolves are also a Premier League side. So to lose just one of those games, and it was a 1-0 defeat, is pretty awesome. So I'm feeling good going into the season. Season preview is looking like this. We're finally not in the bottom. We've moved it up to 16 for the preseason prediction. So I'm very happy with that. And this is pretty much the same team as last year. I think we've improved our bench options a little bit, but we're still looking for 1 or 2 more players to join to push us over the edge. You can see the 3 teams that join us from the Championship: Derby, Rotherham, and Wigan, all projected to come near the top of the table. Team is looking like this. It is a very familiar team. We do have Paul Wooston starting in goal. George Wickens has picked up an injury, about a week or 2 weeks ago now. He's going to be out for a few weeks. So he's going to miss the start of the season. So Paul Wooston in at goal, backline of Blake, Kinney, Warner, and O'Neill. That sees the midfield trio of Morton, Helm, and Serjan. Attackers are Akuflex, Bob, and Fajiri. So on the bench we have youngster Aaron Burns, Mayembe, Grant, Poom, Kundal, Hodge, and youngster Jacob Christensen. Jacob, I think, is going to be a big part to the season. He's going to be our backup right back this year. Was on loan at Farsley Celtic last year. He made 41 appearances, and he has impressed me in preseason. And none of the right back options that I was trying to sign ended up joining us, so looks like we're going to be going with Jacob this year as the backup right back. But here's the team. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Come on, the Spartans. First highlight, we are not on the ball. Huddersfield are on it, and they are bringing it forward here now. Oh, that's a great ball through, and Woolston makes a huge save. They cut us open there, and we're straight into another highlight. Can we win it off of Huddersfield here? Not quite. Huddersfield, of course, are a very good team, and they're through on goal again, and another huge save. No, actually, it is not a save. It's a goal kick. Finally, it looks like we're going to be on the ball here. What can we do with it? Inside to Helm, back out to O'Neill. Plays it up to Bob, who's going to play it up towards Akuflex. Defender misses it. Akuflex whips it into Marcus Helm, who fires it in there for the first goal of the season. Let's go. Helm making a run into the box. Akuflex picks him out, and Helm fires it home. Akuflex capitalizing on the mistake from the defender. 1-0 to the Spartans. Get in there. And we're into another highlight now. Huddersfield working the ball up to their attacker, but we head it clear. A long ball up to Bob, who gets on it inside. Was looking for Serjan. Gets cut out, and Huddersfield on the ball, looking to counterattack us. Oh my gosh. They had a real good opportunity. Thankfully, they were not able to get it on target, though. And early on, Huddersfield are getting quite a few opportunities, which is something that has plagued us. And we are almost through on goal here again, but Serjan hits the post. We're still on the ball here. Blake doesn't quite get anything out of it, apparently. But yeah, you can see here, we've allowed 12 shots from Huddersfield, and they've had quite a few good opportunities out of that as well. So we're very lucky that we are up in this game. But we go into halftime with that goal lead. We just need to be more solid. We are dominating possession. But our defense is just very, very leaky and allowing too many opportunities for the opposition. Another highlight here, we're on the ball. Akuflex plays it out to Blake. Whips it in. The goalkeeper punches it out. Superman punch. We're still on it. Blake inside to Akuflex, who picks out Helm. For his second goal of the game. That Akuflex Helm connection is looking strong here in this first game of the season. Very similar to the first goal. Helm just slotting it in there for Helm, who doesn't miss. 2-0. Love to see it. Another highlight and a turnover by Huddersfield. We're going to play it back to Woolston in goal here. Get him on the ball. And now we're working it forward on this right-hand side. O'Neill looking for the crossing opportunity. Finally does it. Puts it on the head of Akuflex. 2 assists, and now a goal for Akuflex. He is having himself a game. We are very clinical in front of goal here. Looking dangerous early on in this opening game. 3-0. Great assist by O'Neal as well. 60 minutes gone. Let's go ahead and make a substitution. We're going to bring on Grant for Kenny. He's on a yellow card. We don't want to do anything silly. And we're also going to give a debut to our right back, Christensen, on for O'Neal. We'll hold on to our final sub here a little bit longer. We'll see how things progress here in the next 10 minutes or so. But we're into a highlight, and Christensen on the ball, bringing it forward inside to Serjan. Plays it back to Christensen, who returns it to Serjan. Now inside to Helm, over to Morton. Serjan picking out Akuflex. Oh, looking for his second goal here. Keeper saves it out for a corner. And Helm is going to whip this one in. Cleared away by Huddersfield, but Serjan picks up the loose ball, plays it back out to Helm, but his pass is blocked. And we'll do our final sub here. We are going to bring on... what do we want to do? We'll bring on Aaron Burns for Akuflex. He's had himself a great game. We'll give him a little rest here in the final 20 minutes of the game. The youngster Burns on in his place. Got a corner here for Huddersfield. It's cleared away. But they pick up that loose ball. Oh, almost got an interception there, but they get there just in front of us, and they got a goal back. Making it a little more interesting here in the final 10 minutes now. Not sure who that was. That was Helm, who I thought could have got there, but he pulled up. And Huddersfield capitalize on it. 3-1 now, 10 minutes left in the game. And the full-time whistle is blown. It is a 3-1 victory for the Spartans to kick off the season. Akuflex and Helm had themselves very, very good games. Fajiri, on the other hand, did not have a good game. A 6.3. Expect to see better performances from Fajiri. But a great opener to the season. And that's where the episode is going to come to an end today. As always, if you've enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like down below. Leave a prediction on how you think we're going to get on this season. And until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.